Hello, hello, my loves. It is I, Kelly. So, I'm doing a reading that I've never done before. I'm really nervous about it, but I felt like I had to do this for one. Excuse me. For one, this spirit was really on me about doing this reading. I've never done a reading like this before. Um, I recently watched a documentary on Juice WRLD, aka Jared Anthony Higgins. It was on HBO called Juice WRLD Into the Abyss. And it was just really chronicling his life in his last year and, his demons, his addictions, his depression, anxiety. Um, and for these past few days, I felt like, you know, I just, this man's spirit has been with me. Like, literally, like songs that I never listened to before, like lyrics I'm like interested in, like just research when I know like spirit wants me to figure something out. So here I am doing this reading. I had to do it. I said I would do it. I'm like this morning, like I woke up like you got to do it. You got to get it done. So here I am about to get it done. Mm-mm. Not right now. The child's coming, trying to come down there and play his game, and I'm trying to get some peace. You know how that go. All right, so I'm gonna try to just do this. Like I said, something new, new territory. Spirit's got me going in. So, Spirit told me to find a card that represents him. Um, from what I know about him, he's very talented. Um, he was like most artists, tortured. He wore his heart on his sleeve, and he has something to say. So let me find the card here that I'm going to utilize that represents him. Here it is. He was, like I said, he was born December 2nd, 1998. He's a Sagittarius. And so this is a card that came to me in my dreams this morning before I woke up when I was meditating to utilize this card for him, the King of Wands. Okay, so this is going to represent him. Like I said, he was a rapper, a singer, and a songwriter, and he passed away on December 8th, 2019, a few days after his 21st birthday. I'm going to use my pagan tarot. I feel like he would definitely appreciate that, knowing that he embraced the dark and the light. I'm just gonna put this aside for now. But I just want to see like what are these messages? What is he want people to know? So I was drawn to the Kali Ma Oracle for him as well. Because Kali Ma is all about life, death, and rebirth, and one of his things is like they said legends never die, like his energy will never die. But he has a message that he wants to get out to his fans, to people that was in his life and his loved ones. I don't know if this message will get out to them. I don't even know if anybody has done other readings for him on him before. But he asked me to do this reading, so I'm going to do this. So the card that came out was Divine Ma Kali. So let me find the card and then I'll show it to you and read it, what it stands for and what it's about. And this is what he wants us to understand. Okay, put my reading glasses on. All right. This is the card. 29. Divine Ma Kali, endlessly loving, infinitely forgiving. She will never turn away from you, no matter what you have done, no matter how many mistakes you have made. She's here for you always. Feel the safety and sanctuary of her divine hugs. She is your soft place to fall and your kindest and most enthusiastic advocate. Let her shift your experience away from endless tasks and ever greater expectations into sweet relief and comforting connection. So, there are times when we just need our mother. This is natural and necessary. However, for whatever reason, we may not be able to turn to the mother figure in our lives or in our times of needs. There is no need to feel deprived during such moments, for we have a divine mother who wants to help and has the endless resourcefulness to do so. The problem with seeing grace is never with the source of it. By its nature, grace flows with generosity. So, needing to earn or deserve it goes against the very nature of grace itself. However, we can struggle to be open to it and have a subconscious resistance to receiving. Intellectually, we may know that we are worthy of being helped and even that others will also benefit when we are flourishing. So that grace brings multiple benefits to all. Yet we can still be more attached to the difficulty than the resolution. What is that? We cannot underestimate the influence of belief systems created in response to childhood trauma and the impact of these unchecked beliefs can have in our adult lives. The beauty of this Kali will not only help us identify where we have our blocks, she will also help liberate the soul by providing us with a choice. We can allow her to consume those past traumas, relieving the soul of karmic burdens. Divine Ma Kali's grace is not about encouraging psychological regression or giving up the necessary learning responsibility to grow. It is a recognition that there are times when even a mature adult just needs to feel loved, held, and appreciated, cherished, and adored, not for the sake of boasting ego, but for replenishing a heart that wants to give and give and give. It is about withdrawing from the distractions and the battles for a time, not to escape from what you need to do, but to have the energy and clarity in the mind to approach your life journey effectively. Regression is avoidance, whereas reconnecting with the childlike relationship to divine replenishes the inner reserves so one can continue, change approach, and gain supportive allies so that success can unfold more graciously and swiftly. So, just within reading the information in this card and the downloads I'm receiving while I'm reading this, this is his way of saying that, he does recognize that there's people that were in his life that he still loves and cares about who are struggling with the same things that he was struggling with while he was here. Just saying that, that he gets it, that he understands, that, he knows, he's just, verifying that he was that childhood traumas and belief systems, being unchecked contributed to, his downfall. That he carried these karmic burdens that from past traumas that he wasn't able to release. And through this, he just wanted loved and to be appreciated and just didn't know how to, how to connect that, how to heal that, how to receive the help. So we're going to put that there. I also want to draw, because I like to categorize my messages with oracle cards and then channel through tarot as well. So let's see what the Keepers of the Light, what messages that he wants to draw through this. Inner strength, Brigitte. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So he wants to tell his people, his loved ones, his friends who are battling or dealing with depression, or his fans too, who are dealing with battling depression or anxiety and drugs, addictions, that you have the strength within you, that you can overcome this, and recognize that you have the power. Also, Lord Shiva, transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. So, he's still, it's, he was about honoring his inner force. He didn't know how to heal that or to change that, but he recognized it, and he wrote about it, and he spoke about it. And you know he just didn't know how to get the help that he needed. And so I feel like this is a lot towards the people who loved him, people in the industry, other rappers, entertainers, friends, family that were battling the same issues that he was. It was right, y'all connected in the get-go. He's saying, leap of faith. It says, I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for being for doing it with me. Just know that he is with you. He's by your side within these leaps of faith. It's okay to get the help, to ask for help, to reach out for help, to not be in that dark place. It's not okay to stay there. You have to flow. It's okay to recognize it, but it's not okay to the divine passion card just split in half. But it's not okay to sit and wallow in it. And if you are finding yourself wallowing in it, that you have to get out of it. And that means getting help. It's not a weakness to get help. So we're going to talk about divine passion, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desires? And he's like, if you're living your heart's true desires and you're still not happy, like you got to go check that. You got to check that. But also through this process with Kanye, and have compassion for yourself, release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Okay. So, a lot of his stuff, his music was about darkness, about, he's like, focus on the love, focus on the light. Okay, let's go into the tarot. So, Divine Mom, first card that came out, the Death card. So, he's just recognizing that because, because of these things that he had, these demons, this, let me go to the book. Hold on, y'all. Just wanna, he's saying it's okay to like nurture yourself, be that nurturer, and embrace death, but embrace it as an ending and a new beginning. His death, your death, not physical death, but it could just be like emotional death, like ending of things that do not serve you and beginning of things that do serve you. He's saying he had to make this transition in order to come back to help others. But the thing is that he recognized that a lot of us are not graceful. Like, we don't have grace. We don't take care of ourselves. We don't give ourselves a break. We're not patient. We're not compassionate with ourselves. On the back is a Page of Pentacles. So within this energy of this death and rebirth is also a new beginning. So in other words, there's a new beginning for him. He's coming back, if he hasn't came back. A new beginning, a new reincarnation. And when we talk about pentacles, it's like how you show up, how you walk your walk, how you are physically in this world. And of course, that's abundance and prosperity too. King of Pentacles came out. So he's recognizing, like, even through his death and rebirth, that he's still the king. He's still about abundance and prosperity. He's about embracing that and just really living in your power, like, recognizing all aspects of yourself and loving yourself for it. See, the thing is that he didn't love all aspects of himself, even the dark spots about himself. He judged those places. He didn't have any grace within that. And so he's reminding us that even through death and rebirth, that we can all come out in this with this King of Pentacles mentality of this, of showing up, how we show up and how we show out on this earth, knowing that we are all kings and queens. The Emperor is here. those are those tough lessons that, have to be learned. And that we always have choices, right? But if we keep doing things the same way, if we keep on that hamster wheel, and he's mainly talking about his addictions, um, and thinking he had control over them and that he could handle it, and that he couldn't. And that was a part of the illusion of the addiction, and that because that hamster wheel keep doing the same thing but expecting a different outcome, um, is he never got off that wheel. So that's where the emperors came in. Okay, so let's go to his card, the King of Wands. Let's see what's the Nine of Wands came out. He's all about, I always see 999, like a lot of stuff, but I don't know what that means. But these Nine of Wands, I'm getting, it's like protect that which you've created, protect that which you're passionate about, what you stood for. He did that. And the Ace of Cups is on the back. So, while he was here, even though he was in a place where he couldn't recognize because of the chemical imbalance, that his cup was always overflowing with love, with appreciation, um, with with grace for others, just not necessarily for within himself. Um, Love, yes, that cup came out. Um, he's still here. He's still overflowing the cup. He's still pouring into those who poured into him. And Four of Pentacles. So just know this is, he's supporting you when you're supporting yourself. This is because Four of Pentacles is all about stability and security. So just be stable, and he's stable in that he knew what he created, that he knew that this was bigger than him, and that he protected what you've created, and he poured love into that, and by being vulnerable with himself and with his fans. He just didn't know how to come out of it. The Seven of Wands, so he stood up for what he believed in. He stood up for what he believed in, right or wrong. He still stood up for it. Okay, let's talk about this Brigitte and his strength and this Lord Shiva transcendence. Inner strength says, move back to the wholeness, recognize that you have the power. Lord Shiva says, is transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe. So I feel like this is for the people that he loved. His loved ones. So when I do really, I don't know if this is for his girlfriends or girlfriends. He had an extensive love life, and I know in his last year he had a very strong love. But I think this is more like message for them, for the people who really was in his circle. Four Wands came up. Celebration, celebrate life, celebrate your passions. He wants you to celebrate this inner strength and this, and knowing that you and recognize the power within you. Celebrate that and rise up and really honor who you are. Celebrate who you are. Celebrate your inner forces. Dance with the universe. And then the Knight of Cups is here. I'm getting a little emotional. I feel the love. It's just all about starting over and how you love yourself, and keep starting over. Keep starting over until you get it right. This is the card. This is like, for me, it's like the date yourself card. Like pour it back into yourself. Start over in how you show up and how you love yourself. Because truly we can't love others until we truly learn how to love ourselves first. The Lover's card is on the back. Number 6. I know that number 6 and 9, something about that is important to him. I don't know why. But, this is all about being able to accept all aspects of ourselves. The dark, the light, the divine feminine, divine masculine, right? Our ego, our higher ego, our lower ego, right? Being able to accept those things, all aspects of yourself, knowing that you may not like it, but you gotta love it because it's you. Okay, leap of faith. I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. The Star card. So he's recognizing that it's okay to take those leap of faith, that he's with you, that you are the star, that even though you went through this hard time, that with him together, but recognize who you are. You are the star. You know who that's for. The Emperor is back again. But whatever, recognize your power, your star power. Don't get caught up in the Emperor. The Emperor is like that Saturn energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like those hard lessons that have to be learned. Because, When they try to give you the easy lessons, you're not getting it. So it's important for you to get off that hamster wheel. Seek that help. Don't worry about what the industry is going to say, how people are going to judge you. Just do it because, that's what he would want you to do. And that's what he would want you to do for yourself, to recognize who you are, that you are this star, and to find this balance through taking this leap of faith that you can become whole. Yeah. The Lover's card again. And the Eight of Pentacles. So this is like saying that even through the rain, even through the storms, even through the hard times, you have the ability to build this shelters around you, around the things that are important to you in this tangible world, and how you show up and how you show out, by learning how to embrace who you are. And what that does is, this is about tapping into your divine feminine energy of this Queen of Wands. She's very nurturing, she's very kind, she's very passionate, she's very creative, she's very magical. And so this is what he wants his fans, his loved ones, his friends who are battling or struggling with their own addictions or own anxiety and depression to recognize this. Okay, so let's go to Pele, Divine Passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Kuan Yin, Compassion. Release judgment about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within you. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles came out, and so has to do with those limited beliefs that we talked about in the beginning when I read about Kali Ma. Those limited beliefs, those generational cycles, those things that do not serve you, right? Those feelings of lack mentality, or not being enough, or having enough, right? What we have to do is, what he's saying, and I agree totally, is that balance is in all aspects of our lives. So for him, he was very talented. He was good at what he did. He'd get on the mic, he could just freestyle like that, right? He was good at that. But then what we do is we'll take areas that we're good at, and we won't take those same aspects that we're able to help us strive in those areas and put them in our personal lives or within our spiritual growth. You know what I mean? We'll be booming in our professional, but our personal life is flipped upside down. He's like, take those same drive and aspects that you use in your professional life and apply them to your personal life and your spiritual growth. Because, this king is here, this King of Swords, and King of Swords is all about, he's very wise, very logical, but he also knows that he needs his intuition to help fuel his logic. So that is like your spirituality, your passions, the things that you're into, your intuition, your gut instinct, that you need that. And so you need that to help you get out of those things of feeling like you're not enough. That's where that King of Swords comes in. Go after the things that are beneficial to you. Go after your passions. Be compassionate in how you show up. Don't let those beliefs, those limited beliefs that have been programmed within us, to stop you from being the best you. And the Three of Cups is here. It's all about the celebration. Celebrate. Surround yourself with people who are beneficial to your growth, who are going to help you to succeed in life, in this one and beyond. And just know that he's still with you. Okay, this is also a card of your spiritual guides. He's still guiding, he's still with you. Nine of Cups, there go those nines again. Confirmation, wish fulfillment. Nines, I don't know what is the significance with nines, but he's just saying, like, just, it's wish fulfillment. Like, you are the creator. You can create your own dreams, your own reality. You just have to make it so. You just have to wish it so. He's like, it's that easy. But you got to get away from this Five of Wands mentality, this brouhaha. I don't know what that means. I don't know why that word came. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know why that word came, because I haven't used that word, and I can't even remember. But brouhaha, he's saying, this whole drama, this whole, like one-up mentality, this whole, like just keeping things going that are not beneficial to anyone. Okay, so Let me see if there's anything else that wants to come out around this energy before I move on. Tower. So whatever around this energy, that's the tower's coming in, just like how it came in for him. He had plenty of situations where he was given the opportunity to get clean, like when he overdosed in the past, and he didn't. And those were the warnings. Those were the like, hey, get it together, right? But he didn't. I think he was supposed to go into rehab before he passed away, after his birthday celebration in Chicago, where he passed away at the airport on the plane. Five of Swords is behind this. This is about, it's a win, but a win with a cost. The win was he was free. He no longer had to deal, those demons. But it was at a cost because he wasn't able to show people that he can get past that he could do that here on earth, that he could, get past those things, those demons, those things that gnaw away, those negative, those things that ate at him. But he's a Fool card and a Strength card. He's just saying that you all are stronger than you think you are, and that he's stronger now because of it. But he's asking us, take those leaps of faith. Get outside your comfort zone. Do the things that you know that are going to be beneficial to your growth, and that you have the strength to do it. You have the strength in you. You can succeed. You can do it. You just have to believe it. And then the Seven of Wands. Stand up for, you persevere. You've done so much that there is, there's so much to be proud of. So much growth, right? And that you have been doing a lot, and that you've had to weather through a lot to get to this point of being able to reflect and look back at how much, you've grown, how much you've changed, how the life that y'all had together. That you are stronger than you think you are. The Emperor keeps coming up. But you gotta get past this. You gotta get past this. You're gonna have to take some time to yourself. For this to get clean, to just get focused, to really figure out who you are, figure out your light. Okay. Six of Cups. Family. This is a card of family. This is a card of inner child healing. This is a card of, he wants to say, you are my family. As he says, you are my family, and I want you to do the things that I couldn't do in life. And trust your intuition with the High Priestess. Know who you are. Know that you are the balance between the spirit world and earth, really realm. Know your power. Know your strength. Your strength is in your power, and your power is in within knowing who you are at your soul. Okay. I also want to give like an overall message that he wants to give out. I think he's satisfied. I think I can now get some rest and move on. I don't know if this is going to open up other doors for other people to come in and want to speak and tell their story. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, overall message that he wants to give to his fans, his loved ones, and his family. Positivity and aging. Because I guess he never got a chance to age. He was 21 when he passed. So he says, I am one with unlimited love. Beyond all seeming restrictions of age, I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine Shakti. So in other words, he's saying that he's no longer restricted. He's unlimited love. He can see he's beyond all restrictions that he had in life, and that he's filled with joy, energy, and beauty. And and he's a vessel for the divine Shakti. So that was the card he wanted a message for you all to know. Also positivity. He's saying if you could find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, and even the hardest of situations. So he's saying that even in the hardest situation, there's always an opportunity to find something beautiful, find the light in that thing, something to be grateful for, to help you make it through to the next hour, to the next, day. Truth. Tell me, look at the card on the bottom. Truth. He spoke his truth. It says when everything is done as an offering, which he did, he offered himself up. He was transparent. Even the act of speaking, rapping, songwriting, right? Singing. You get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking, dear Lord. Take me over and speak through me. So he's saying, live your truth. Offer yourself to divine. Take those leaps of faith. Let the divine speak through you. Don't let fear navigate your life. Let your truth take over. Okay? And know that we are all divine beings having a spiritual, we're all spiritual beings, divine spiritual beings having a conscious human experience. And he just wants you to know that he's okay, that he's good, and that he's here to support and to plant those little seeds of influence and guidance within us all. And he's here for his fans, and he's here for his family, and he just wants y'all to to be mindful within the path that he took, and to get the help that you need if you need help, and in regards if you're battling depression or anxiety or addictions, that it's okay to seek help, and it's okay to speak your truth, and it's okay to be positive, and be compassionate with yourself, and do it because you love it. Okay. So that is the message that I have for you from Jared Anthony Higgins, aka Juice WRLD, rapper, singer, songwriter, who recently a documentary called Juice WRLD Into the Abyss came out. And ever since I watched that, he has been on my ass about this reading. So, like I said, this is something new for me. I hope that you got something out of it, that this reading was able to help some fan or family member of his to be able to have some clarity, to be able to move on, to have a different perspective, he's saying. Okay, so with this, I'm going to end it here, but I just want to say thank you all, and I'm sending you love, light, and healing, and blessings. Thank you.